Say if you're a designer and you feel like you're just spinning your wheels, putting in all the hours, doing all the work, but not seeing the income to match, then you've come to the right place. We're about to completely reframe that whole struggle because the problem, it isn't what you think it is.
I want you to just take a second and let this one sink in. For real, your design career is not failing. I know, it can absolutely feel that way, especially when the bills are breathing down your neck and clients seem to come and go. But that feeling, that's not a sign of failure.
And that right there is the crucial point we're going to unpack. The issue isn't your talent, it's not your passion, it's not your skills. It's the system, or, the lack of a system that you're using to actually make a living. This is about your income model, not your design ability. So let's get right to the heart of it. Why does it feel like you're working so hard, constantly learning new things, updating your portfolio, but your income still feels so fragile? Let's just break down what that feeling really is. I'm pretty sure this roller coaster sounds familiar, right? You have a great month, and it feels like you just got lucky, like you won the lottery. Then a bad month hits, and suddenly it feels deeply personal, like it's a direct reflection of your worth as a designer. That up and down anxiety, that's a direct symptom of a broken model. Okay, so the first and honestly the biggest myth we have to bust is this idea that it's a career problem. We're all taught to judge our career by our income. But what if we've been measuring the wrong thing this whole time? Okay, so here is the big distinction you've got to make. Your career, that's your talent, your skills, everything you've worked so hard for. That part is strong. The problem is the structure you've built around it. A weak system will always make strong talent feel unstable. It's just inevitable. So what exactly does a weak system look like? Well, it looks a lot like this. A bunch of random inputs. You're taking on random clients with totally different needs. You're coming up with random pricing for every single one. And you're creating random offers on the fly. And guess what? Random inputs will always, and I mean always, create random money. And this brings us to the real issue. It's not a career problem. It's a repeatability problem. I remember I once had this incredible month, made more than ever before, felt like I was on top of the world. And the very next month, zero. Nothing. I had the same skills, right? Same portfolio. The only thing missing was a process I could repeat. So when the income takes a nosedive, what's the first thing we think? I just need more clients. But this is the second myth we've got to tackle. Just piling on more work isn't the solution. In fact, a lot of the time, it just makes the problem way, way worse. So you've got two paths in front of you. There's the trap, which is just stacking more clients, juggling more and more low-paying, high-stress projects that lead straight to burnout. We've all been there. But then there's the goal, stacking value, providing focused, valuable solutions that command higher prices and ultimately create more freedom. Let's just let that sink in for a second. Busy doesn't mean profitable. It just means you're tired. Being busy is not a badge of honor if it isn't making you profitable. The goal isn't to be the busiest designer out there, it's to be the most effective one. All right, on to our third and final myth, and this one might feel a little uncomfortable. We are all taught that our portfolio is the golden ticket, right? But what if that's not what's really holding you back from having a stable income? Here's the truth of it. Clients don't really buy portfolios. They buy confidence. Your confidence. They are looking for a guide, for someone who can confidently look them in the eye and show them the way forward, someone who can solve their specific problem. So what does that kind of confidence actually sound like? It's really just clear, direct language. It's you saying, okay, here's the plan, here's exactly why we're doing it this way, and here are the precise next steps. See, an unclear offer leads to an unstable income. A confident offer builds trust, and it's what secures clients. Okay, so we've busted the myths, now for the good stuff, the solution. Let's talk about making that shift from chaotic hustle to intentional strategy. This is what the highest earning designers actually focus on, and it might not be what you think. Look, top earners don't just design more, they design smarter. They package their work into really clear offers, they productize their process so it's repeatable and efficient, they get known for solving one specific problem and doing it exceptionally well. And maybe most importantly, they sell outcomes. Things like increased sales or better user engagement, not just the service of design. This is the principle that honestly changes everything. A clear, strategic, and repeatable system will always outperform pure, unstructured hustle. It's about working with intention, not just working harder. So if you're out there listening and you're still in the game, you're still learning, still designing, still trying to make all of this work, I have one last thought for you. You are not behind. You haven't failed. All of that skill, all that talent you've built up over the years is ready to go. You are just one strategic system away from finally giving that skill the stable, profitable career that it truly deserves.